going to play through KOTOR with only using guns on my main character. I've never done that before. KOTOR's a pretty old game. I think it came out like 2001, 2003, somewhere in there. It's a lot like D&D in the way that it's set up. Since I'm using blasters, don't need strength. Just a general kind of stretch of all the stats. It recommends what I picked, which is weird. Unless it doesn't recommend something because you press that. Treat injury is important, repair is important. And then I'm just going to use Persuade to make sure that I have it. Even though it's wasting skills. I don't like wasting skills. I don't need it yet. I can still think about it. And see, it tells you up here class, skill, cross-class, class, cross-class. There's only 3 cross-class skills. Security, Persuade, and Stealth. Now for feats, I'm going to pick the two-handed wielding. Then I've got a name that will be Denari Wilhelm. Yeah. Just pretty decent. Can't watch the scrolling credits that is classic Star Wars because older game doesn't record that for some reason.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time. I'm Trask Ulgo, ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up! We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive. Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really. But she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I heard what everyone's saying about you. You've explored the farthest reaches of the galaxy. You visited planets I've never even heard of. People with your skills and abilities are hard to find. It's no wonder the Republic recruited you for this mission. But now's the time to prove yourself. I know you're a scout and not a soldier, but Bastila needs all troops at her side during this attack. So hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
So yeah, I'm a scout, not a soldier, because I don't like soldiers. They're really easy. Which, oh, by the way, the difficulty is as hard as it gets, because this game's generally pretty easy. He's not.
Okay, let's move out. We should stick together. You'll have more success with a party than on your own.
Classic RPG.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
Okay, I'll do that. But first, I'm taking your stuff. You can have the crappy sword that you do more damage with, which is ridiculous. And then I will use my dual pistols. And then I'll use you to open the door.
Now that the door's open, you better take the lead again.
I'm glad that I'm this scout and you're the soldier. You want me to lead?
This is Carthel Nassi. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge!
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
Let's go! By the way, I need you to unlock this door, because I don't have security. It's a skill. So you do that. I don't have security. Oh.
These Sith must be
He
the
has it,
advanced
that's
boarding
good.
party! For the Republic!
Yep, so. Rapid shots, very good. Miss, 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 miss. Miss, 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 miss. Good start. Oh, I hit once. Hey, I hit 3 times and he like one-shot the dude. Oh, nothing? I don't get anything? Give me
I've
my
got a
free
feeling
med
that
pack
won't
at
be our
least.
last battle with the Sith. Good thing we have med packs to heal our wounds. It might be a good idea to use one now before our next battle.
Thanks. We're just gonna unequip this just for now. I get +3 to hit instead of -3. We'll see if I can hit any better. Like that. You're gonna... I don't want you to open the door. I don't want that. There we go. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You're dumb. You're real dumb. You're real dumb. That was excellent. You still can't hit anything. And I was dumb and clicked on the door. That was good. And then this dude's blocking my way. Guess it doesn't make a difference, and I should just have that on. Nothing else to pick up. Okay. So I'm gonna get this, and then this, and then doesn't make a difference for him, and he can have a longsword. Ooh-wee.
Sure.
Oh, it didn't save me equipping the other pistol. Oops.
I heard I bet. I heard I bet.
You can move. More remains.
It's a Dark Jedi! This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way. That was one of the Jedi accompanying Vastila. Damn, they could have used her help.
I cannot aim to save my life.
The bridge is just beyond that door. You better equip your melee weapon. There isn't much room on the bridge, and it's suicide to use a blaster in close quarters. I should equip a melee weapon, too. Either that or I'll have to stay back and use my blaster.
Okay. So if I come in here, thought that there was a thing where you could switch weapons, but I guess not. And I want to equip a melee weapon.
We'll be fighting in close quarters on the bridge. You better equip a melee weapon before we go through that door.
Okay, what if I back up and have you open the door? There we go. Oh, not yet. Okay, switch back to me.
Yes?
You did hit something.
Bastila is not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
Yeah. I'm not gonna level up just yet. You're getting all the frag grenades. I need to take your sword now. 'Cause,
Yes?
you're gonna go get some trouble here. Oh, it makes me level up. Okay. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be for now. Just to make sure that I can use persuasion. And my persuasion skill is 5. It's pretty good.
There's something behind here. Damn, another Dark Jedi! I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
Nothing in this room. Guess I'm going to the escape pods.
This is Carth Onasi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Bastila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
Awesome. See how bad this is.
That hurt, I bet.
Hey, I hit him once. Yeah, I got him.
Be careful. There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers. You could reprogram the damaged assault droid to help you, if you have enough repair parts. Or you could use computer spikes to slice into the terminal and use the Endar Spire's security systems against the Sith.
Seems pretty reasonable. Quite partial to blowing them up with electricity. Instant murder. Also, if you also reactivate the droid and fix it, you get more XP, even though there's no reason to do so. That's pretty good. Yep, there's nothing else you need to get, so that's it for this one.
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below. I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last 2 crew members left on the Endar Spire. Bastila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on! There'll be time for questions later.
Okay. Questions later. Last hope of survival. Well, unfortunately, can't watch that scene. That's a shame.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. Was wondering if you were ever gonna wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
Right.
Well, you've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Taris. You were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone. You don't have to thank me. I've never abandoned anyone on a mission, and I'm not about to start now. Besides, I'm gonna need your help. Taris is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves. That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith Master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Taris. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her. Bastila is no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies. Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. Of course there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast she never had a chance to use her battle meditation. Like us, she barely got out alive. Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So, if Bastila's gonna escape Taris, she's gonna need our help. And we'll probably need hers. While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed. Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. And we can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Well, that was the tutorial bit. Now we got this one little bitty vibroblade. Can I? Nope, I sure cannot. And that's gonna be part 1. So I save anyway. I'll type in the name of the character.